J-Drone here. Here's a size comparison for you. Sure you know what a dollar looks like. This is a small quadcopter. This is the DM007, and we're gonna go ahead and bind this. Turn it on. Throttle up. Throttle down, and should be bound. There we go. Let's take this outside. We're dealing with a 14-mile-an-hour wind here. It's 39 degrees out, and it is March 14th, 2016. This is about $25 quadcopter, I believe, like $25.99, free shipping. I got it from a Chinese site through a New York warehouse, so it shipped fairly quickly. It does come standard with a 2.0 camera. I don't have the camera on because I'm not looking to record anything, and also I was getting extremely short flight times with this. It does have a larger battery, a 7.4 volt. And I think it should get longer than 3 to 5 minute flight, and I've been achieving that without the camera on. I did a complete weight reduction. You can check that out on my channel, where we got a decent time. And I took the battery door compartment off the camera and the landing skids. I do have the landing skids on only because I'm in extreme wind, and I wanted to make sure this was completely level. The gyro worked as it should, and without those skids on, I'm kind of balancing it, hoping it's even, and it usually drifts one way. I didn't want it drifting anyway. I do have the battery door compartment off and the camera off, a little bit of packaging tape taped around it, and we're gonna see how this goes. As you can see, it flips very nicely. The propellers on this are the smallest propellers I have on anything. This isn't the smallest quadcopter I have. I think I have one or two smaller than this, but this has the smallest propellers. It's also self-driven motors, or direct driven, I should say. You don't have a small gear feeding a large gear which feed the propellers. The motor's feeding right into the propeller. And this is flying very nicely. I'm taking this up kind of high just because I have some flights with this, and I'm pretty confident at its ability to fly in this. I had this out in the winter, and it did well in the winter. I've had this out a bunch of times and never really had any issues with it. And it's doing really well. Yeah, this is definitely a cool quadcopter. Those lights are really cool, and kind of flickering back and forth like Knight Rider, or Kit from Knight Rider. It flips very nicely. And we're down. We flipped out of control, and she's not flying. What? Broke a propeller. Well, I have extras. The manufacturer gave you extras. I lost those. I ordered more. Found the one the manufacturer gave me. So we're going to go in and we're going to fix this. It's fixed. It literally took me about 2 minutes, and it flies. What you want to do, you want to take a flathead screwdriver underneath that propeller, just pry up a little bit, pull it off, and then with excessive force, put the corresponding propeller on. If you do put a propeller on, it's not the correct one. It's not going to fly properly. Just you could either look at the letters that are on these, or you could just look at the propeller. The propellers on the front and the back are opposite, or the propellers on the front are opposite to each other. So the one on the left and the one on the right is not going to match. Same thing with the back. The one on the left and the one on the right is not going to match. They have downward angles to them. Just match the angles up if you don't want to look at the letters. And as you can see, we're in the air again. It's one thing I have noticed with this, only drawback with these tiny propellers. That's the second time I've broken one, and in the winter I broke one. I thought it was because of the sub-zero. I had it out in 2 degrees. I had it out in 2-degree weather, and I thought it shattered. I thought it actually froze and shattered, but this just flipped out of control and it hit the bottom part of my khakis and it broke. So I guess that's a downfall with this. And let's see. Oh, we're good. To bring this back up. But yeah, the only downfall I see in this is the propellers are extremely tiny and extremely fragile. Without the camera on it, it gets good flight time. It's extremely acrobatic, as I've shown you. Just flip, flip, flip until it flipped out of control. And this is, you have to press the flip button and then direct where you want to go. Up is front, flip, back is back flip, left barrel roll, right barrel roll. Yeah, this thing flies excellent. For how small this is, it has a lot of power. Especially for how small those propeller blades are. And there you see the yaw rate. It's not really fast, but it's not extremely slow. And let's get this back over here. Very responsive quadcopter. Again, this is DM007. She flies nice. Flips nice too. Barrel rolls just as well. Very nice. And those lights are so cool. And again, that discoloration on the top is just a little bit of packaging tape, making sure that battery stays in place. And kind of just spinning around me. If you're looking for something with a little more power than your beginning quadcopters, this might be a way to go. It's definitely cheap, inexpensive. If you'd like something that you're not worried about extremely long flight times, but with a decent camera, this comes with one. You get like maybe a 4 to 5 minute flight time and get some decent pictures, be able to pull some stills out of your video. Or if you just want a cool looking quadcopter, this is where it's at. I don't have anything else that has those lights like this one does. And go ahead and bring it back. And we're down. Let's see. Yeah, I believe the battery's done, and the landing gear came apart. Not really apart, but out of the 2 holes. Gonna put that back in the 2 holes. I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.